Good evening, I'm alive. This is Ian. I'm joined by a few chaps to try out my AGLAECA game. AGLAECA, the role-playing game of heroic sword and sorcery in the dark fantastical age. In this one, we're going to be going on a Wyrmr hunt. The Wyrmr are basically dragons. Not your typical D&D dragons, intelligent dragons. These are more animal dragons. But we'll find that out sooner or later. So you've all got you found your characters on Roll20. In fact, what I'm going to do is share, so you don't have to see my face really close up. If I can find it. Uh-oh. There it is. There, has that worked? Can you all see that?
Yep, can see that.
The actual page isn't opening. When you speak, it doesn't appear on my screen. So it's almost like oh, there it is. It's all right. I did it. My fault. Does now. Thanks.
Yeah, what I'll do, if I click on my image, it should just be me that's visible all the time now.
Yeah.
There we go. Right. I haven't written on who's playing whom. So if you want to do that, you can do. Do you know how to use the text function on Roll20? Yeah. Oh, we could just go through.
I think we can manage.
I think our names are all at the bottom, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I'll just scroll up to show you, if I go on the right page, nice. Dun, dun, dun. Right. Okay, so we've got a selection of characters. These are pre-gens that I've knocked up. Just using the character generation system in its basic form. And you've all chosen or had one given to you. Phil. Right, the scene for the opening scene will be sort of day one of this expedition that you're going on. The background of this is, for whatever reason, you all find yourselves in the country of Sineldur or Kineldur, depending on how you pronounce it from where you're from, and it's roughly based upon a Norse region, Norse society. They are slowly joining in with the more civilized nations to the south, and they are soon to be accepted into the Great Charter, so they'll become part of the Nine Kingdoms very shortly. But the kingdom itself, the land itself, is frozen, basically. Snow-capped mountains, cold rivers, fast-flowing rivers, and the predominant colour is white. And at least one of it, well, I know one of you, Wulffrid, is actually a native of this country, so I'm sure he'll be at home. And you know, the lunchtime camp after marching maybe half a day from a settlement, and this settlement is in the northwestern region of the nation, and its leader, its Gelderman, has two twin sons, and it's come to their time whenever a young man reaches a certain age, he's sent out to hunt a Wyrmr and bring back some, if not all, of its teeth to prove their manhood. And again, for whatever reason, contrived or whatever, you've decided in your wisdom to meet up together, because you all know each other in one way or another. Meet up together and assist these young lads on this journey for your own reasons. And those reasons are, as you're all sitting around campfire, you can voice those reasons if you like. Would anyone like to start, or shall I just call out names?
Well, it's simple enough. If we do not help them, they're just going to die as fools.
Right. Who was that speaking?
That was Tharla.
Tharla, the nursemaid.
Wulffrid would kind of just lean back and, I live here.
Well, I've never been this far north before. It's just nice to explore.
Well, if there's money in it, I'm there.
Yeah, that's always you.
We
It's
just
quite like. And I'd imagine Starrin's got his mouth full of food, so he's not saying much.
Is there at least a campfire?
There will be a campfire, yeah.
Yeah. Well, putting more logs in them. Cold in here. Ugh.
Sure. They've had to
Very
bring
cold this far north.
indeed, and there isn't much timber particularly. You've had to carry a bit with you. The trip itself is going to last maybe 7 days. A 2-day march to the mountains, 3 days look around, and then 2 back. Hopefully with a prize. And so this party comprises the two twin lads, whose names I have here, if I can find them. Oh dear. I am prepared, honest. I'm just scrolling down trying to find it. I know what I've done. Yeah, it's on page 2.
Am I one of them? Is Ragland and Starrin?
Gromden and Halden.
That's it. Yes, well done. Gromden and Halden are the 2 twin sons, 15-year-olds, energetic, keen to get going. They've been pushing on as quickly as they possibly can to get into the mountains, to the area where it's known that these Wyrmr inhabit. They're also accompanied by a handful, maybe 4 other men from the village, who are led by a guy called Brodel. So there's 4 red shirts, Brodel, and the 2 twins, and you 5. The kids are really keen and up for it. It's been a long day so far, a hard day, but they're still full of energy. Actually, I did say it was on the lunchtime, didn't I? So there you go. It pushed you hard for the first half day.
How can we still run around like this? I mean, I want to fund them.
Well, do you like that? Says Brodel. When you were young?
Possible I was running around, but I wasn't like a fool like those. Look at them, laying in the snow. By this cold. And she just like put her clothes like a coat around her a lot more.
Yeah. Yeah, she is tall and thin. She hasn't got much flesh on her, really. So yeah, the furs. She might even have 2 coats on, 2 furs on.
At least 2. Maybe 3 if she can manage to like fit them.
Yeah. So she almost looks the size of Wulffrid now then. Because he is a big bloke. He's a big man. Yeah, so as I said, the kids are running around. The 4 other men and Brodel are just sort of watching them and laughing to themselves. They're grateful that you 5 have come along to. The leader of the village vouched for you, so that's great. They'll accept you. So you can have a quick meal, and the lads are keen to carry on again.
Yeah, and while we walk, so apart from Wulffrid, like what kind of dangers do we face? Like I don't know, avalanches. Like
Main one is the weather.
Oh, you can say that again. It's bloody cold.
and she looks at you like with a look of disgust, with like 3 furs on top of each other.
But Wulffrid kind of looks back at her and goes, "Well, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Either you get used to it, or you die. The secondary danger is the wildlife, and the third and probably biggest danger that we'll run into is a Wyrmr. But that's kind of the point of the exercise."
Is there anywhere I can buy some bear fat or anything like that I can rub on my body to keep the?
Sure. Yeah.
I might then get some a tub of bear fat, and basically rub myself down in bear fat and then redress.
So you're going to be Bate.
Yeah. Now I'm just going to try to keep myself warm. So I'm basically going to stand in the pound square and basically cover myself in bear fat and then put all my clothes back on again.
You get to sleep on the other side of the fire.
No pride.
Yeah, don't get too close to the fire as well. Yeah, that's quite feasible.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, it's obviously uncomfortable, but if you thought about it, it sounds like you've done it before, so you get used to it.
Yeah, one of those things, isn't it?
Oh, you're going to stink like a bear now.
Yeah,
It's not going to smell nice.
I'm going to sleep on the other side of the camp from you. That's disgusting.
Yeah, well, while I wipe myself in Wyrmr dung later on, and then we'll see which one smells.
Yeah, the locals just sort of shrug it off again, and yeah, that's fine. That's what you want to do. You could have picked some up in the village.
Okay.
Yep. Nice. Right. So to pack up the take the campfire down, and just head off again. Right. So the kids are keen to go, energetic, but there's also 2 people in this in your group who they seem to be watching and looking at most, and that's Wulffrid for obvious reasons, because of his size. He's a local Sildurian. He's a huge man, and he's carrying this equally huge axe around with him. They're sort of looking up to him, trying to emulate him in most ways, and so they seem to hang around, and on occasion may even ask him for a bit of advice. And the other person who they're watching is Raena, for perhaps equally obvious reasons, being young lads. And Raena is a very pretty blonde-haired athletic-looking young lady, and you keep catching them looking at you, and they sort of look away embarrassed when you see
I'm
them.
going to be fairly disdainful of them as well. Sort of don't have any truck with that.
Okay.
It's totally understandable.
I'll offer her some bear fat.
Get that away from me.
Well, that goes on for the rest of the day. So at the end of day one, you're in the foothills. The trees have gradually died out, become scarcer and scarcer, and eventually you're in the foothills. There's the odd tree around, and you see tracks of the local wildlife, hunting cats, and the huge, what they're known as hegger, these huge bison, basically, buffalo types. But the hunters brought enough food for a 7-day trip, so hunting is only things that you could do just to supplement this hard tack that you've got with you. If you wish to hunt, you can do as evening draws to a close, and the proper camp is.
Yeah, I think Raena will see what she can get. Since she's the ranger, she'll wander off and have her bow and see what she can get.
All right. One of the other warriors sort of strings a bow and, "May I accompany you?" he asks.
If you think you can keep up, yeah, sure. Don't make any noise. I don't want to lose food on your account.
Okay. Very good. I will keep up. He offers his name. Reed, he's called.
And before she leaves, Raena will turn to the camp. Anyone else coming?
Everyone shakes their heads.
Yeah,
Wulffrid can't hunt, but he'll come along.
You'll keep warmer if you move.
Well, I will keep warmer against the fire. And if you bring food, I'm gonna cook it. Deal?
Fair enough. You want to cook? Don't do cooking myself, but yeah.
Good.
All right, so we'll have the first of the rolls then. A survival roll might be in order. It's probably a difficulty of 5 because of the scarcity. You're going after something smaller, I guess, rather than
It's the -5.
rather than a beast. It's a 5. The TDN is 5.
Not minus, just 5.
We're looking for a couple of successes.
Yeah, got 3.
Apologies for that. I just tabbed onto a different tab. I've lost myself, as I do. There we go. Oh, yeah, got you. Got you. Nice. All right, so you can track something down. Maybe a rabbit.
Yeah, that's a rabbit or something like that. I think it's
So,
a good meal.
something to share. Well, depending on how. Oh, actually, you got 3. So maybe if you make a couple of battle, which is the fighting role in this game, just to shoot, see if you can hit something.
Okay. Let's see what...
Yeah, I'll explain. Yeah, I'll go through the explanation then of how you roll things. You've all got.
Sorry, is that against
This is
TDN?
TDN 5 again. Yeah. Good. Yeah, that's good. You'll end up with a couple. The way we roll, you have a dice pool, a DP, which is for each of your abilities, ranging from athletic all the way through to survival. And what you do, if you click down the bottom left, can you all see those 3 what they call them, macro tabs.
Yeah.
Right. So it's the one on the left that you're looking for, the ability dice plus AGLAECA die. If you click on that, it's going to bring up a box which asks you for the DP, which is the dice pool, the number of D6 that you roll. Just put a number in there equal to your ability. So if you were shooting a bow, it would be battle. And the second number in the box that comes up is the task difficulty number, how hard it is to succeed. It's usually a 4, but in some cases I might round it up to a 5, and in others down to a 3, depending on the circumstances. So you click OK in that one. That will then roll the dice for you, check each singular dice against the task difficulty number, and each success is a success. So if you hover over the ones that Phillip rolled, see he's rolled a 5, 6, 5, and a 1. So he's rolled 4 dice, and 3 of them have come out with a 5+, which is good. He's got 3 successes. The AGLAECA dice at the bottom, the AGLAECA, he has a balanced AGLAECA. Now what that means is, in some cases you may have a hero or a monster. The heroes are good, which will help you in some way, and the monsters are bad, which will go against you in some way. These are just like little narrative things, just to spice things up a little bit. That's basically how you do things. Nice, quick and simple, and it's the interpretation where you can get the variety, the uniqueness of the role. In this case, what I decided was that in order to hit these rabbits with them being small targets, and maybe because of their winter colouring, that they would be hard to see as well. So, but she rolled such a good survival to actually find them in the first place that it's a 5+ would be quite adequate. 3 successes means she's got a couple of them. It's just as simple as that. So she's got 2. She's bagged 2.
Yeah, I'll make a nice stew.
Well, get back to camp. What's his face? This Reed. I'll do a roll for Reed. See how good he is. Because I like rolling dice. Actually, I'm not rolling virtual dice. There we go. He didn't do as well. So yeah, he's impressed. Reed is impressed with you. So that's good. Well done, Raena.
Yeah, thank you. We're going to eat well tonight.
Yeah, I was there for moral support. Don't forget about that.
Vito, you can go and catch the arrow that missed. Go and find that one for me.
Fetch. Cool. Right, so that's how you roll things. Did everyone follow that? Did you keep up with that one? Did it make sense?
Yep. Yeah, it makes sense.
Sure, you'll get a chance to do something. Day 1.
I have a roll for cooking.
Yep, that would be probably survival or craft. Your call.
Let's go for craft. Because survival is not so good.
Yep. Right, you've got everything you need then. And
Okay.
you've remembered a really nice recipe for rabbits.
And
Rabbit
what is
stew.
TDN for cooking rabbits?
That would be a 4.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I'm bad at it.
Nice.
Average. So if we got 2 rabbits, there's one that is cooked normally, and the other one that is cooked whale style, which is bites the hell up.
No, it's even better than that. We've got 3 successes is good.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, I use some plants, I don't know, that I have on me, and just put like some flavor to it, not just plain rabbit.
And also, that these guys are not used to this sort of thing, so they're really impressed with you as well. The ladies are making a mark. That's good.
Of course.
But I have to tell them not to get used to it, though. It might end up with them following you around. Yeah, night falls, and so does the temperature.
That's why I bet that.
It's just sitting there with his arms folded and a smug smile upon his face.
Well, at least he's going to attract all the wolves, not the rest of us.
No, if anything, I'll scare the wolves off.
If he's marinated himself, the wolves will be happy.
Yeah.
You volunteer
Yeah, actually, you're right. We shall see. As you settle down and make some watches, there's enough of the locals to take the watches if you wanted. They offer to do that and just let you sleep.
Yeah, I've got the food. They can do the watches.
Yeah, that's fine. They're used to this sort of temperature. And being out.
Wulffrid will do a watch.
Yeah.
I'm already asleep.
Yeah, sleep too, I think.
Cool.
But he's taking first watch. the privileged watch.
Well, you can if you like. There's enough of them to share it around. They'll only do probably 3 watches. And there's 7 of the local guys, all okay, just to spread things around. The lads, one of the lads, Grondin, will want to stay on the watch with you, Wulffrid. If you have him. Will you have me? I'll have to be on your watch.
Wulffrid will kind of just, as long as you stay awake, and then kind of just go back to what he's doing.
Okay. Kid sits down, gets himself relatively comfortable, and just starts drumming his fingers and waiting impatiently. Right. Well, nothing happens during that watch. You hear sounds of creatures off in the distance, in the hills and mountains, but you don't see anything. Nothing comes down. Nothing comes out of the night sky to steal away your comrade covered in bare fat. No wolves turn up. It's very quiet, and the night passes without incident, without attack, without threat, other than the weather, which someone so kindly reminded me about. Right, in my rules I have a section on environmental dangers, and one of those is exposure. And what I would like you all to do is roll your physique dice. Yeah.
Against?
Physique dice against TDN of 4, so it's not too difficult. But
It's gonna go well.
Yeah, this is where it all falls apart.
Oh, wow.
Oh! Oh, balanced. I was looking at Ragnar's. Thank God for that.
Yeah, not so good.
This is when a bear fat bites me on the arse.
They sold you pig fat, not bear fat. They sold you a duff one.
They sold me monster
Wait.
monster tractor.
dragon pheromone.
Right, let me just have a quick run through them then. I didn't keep up with them as they came through. Baptiste, yep, 3's good. That's success. 2, Wulffrid, you got a lot more bitterly cold than you remember. You've probably been in the south for like 6 months to a year, and even coming back, that the temperature difference is considerable. But you're a tough guy, so you bite through the cold. And right, let's have a look. Who's this one? Ragland. Yeah, similar thing. Actually, Ragland, yeah, you're probably going to be all right. You should be. In fact, you've all rolled.
Not really.
Except for Tharla. I just scrolled down.
Yep.
Yeah, 3, 2, 2, 0. Right. That's not good. Even through those 3 layers that you've got on, the cold with you being lying against the earth, you've had a bad night, tossing and turning, and you're shivering. You wake up shivering. Your teeth are clattering together. Your whole body is shaking hard, and your extremities are numb.
Yeah. If there's like any fire left, like maybe start it again or something. Like I don't think I can sleep even. Like just try to get warmer somehow.
Sure. You can hardly talk and move, but yeah, move yourself over to the fire. Clumsily throwing a couple more logs as everyone's getting ready. Started to. In fact, yeah, they'll be making a meal. Something warm by the looks of it. Leftover stew from last night, and they instantly see the predicament that you're in, so they'll come to your aid.
Yeah, pull them close to the fire and put some more logs on, get the fire going again.
Yeah, it looks like the at least one of those furs wasn't quite dried thoroughly, and it's soaked, it's wet through, and that's what's drawn away the heat.
Wulffrid will offer one of his and go and try to dry that one fur.
Thanks.
Get that thing dried out.
Okay, I want to see how well.
Just going to quickly, Josh is saying his macros aren't working. I don't know if it's turned on inside the actual system. So, do you know how to turn macros on, Josh? Josh? Hello, Josh.
Has it dropped out?
Maybe just turn them on.
Let's hope we can hear us, man.
Yeah. Did he manage? He did roll one, didn't he?
On roll 20, yeah, but he's saying his macros don't work. So I was just saying that if he needs to know how to turn them on, then he just needs to press for 3 lines. Our top row with the 3 lines going down, and he should be able to click on the in bar ability dice and AGLAECA dice. Second one down, just click it, tick it, and then tick the show macro quick bar, and it should show up on his page if he refreshes. Just in case he's having problems, he needs to. Otherwise, just roll real dice.
Yeah. Can you hear us, Josh?
He dead.
Yeah, he's on roll 20 on Hangouts, but he's not.
The cold's got him.
He's not mute.
Yep.
Anyway. Oh well, I don't know what's going on. It's all a bit confusing. Anyway, sorry.
Yep. Just, yeah. Okay, I'll carry on then. The guys, the locals attempt to heal you up, Tharla. But it's basically gonna take a while to come round.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have anything we could use to heat up water?
I think we have like a fire going.
Yeah.
If we need to move soon.
Because yeah, the water would warm you up a lot faster.
Just thinking that if we had a pot, we'd have a pot with, and if there's snow, then we just obviously throw it all into the pot, don't we?
Yeah. Throw whatever wood we got on the fire and get it going again and heat some snow up.
Right.
Good plan.
Yeah. So another roll from Tharla.
Okay, still physique.
Yep.
Let's see. My physique is oh so strong. 4 still.
Sorry. Something I've totally forgotten about, which will probably help, which I should have mentioned earlier on. So
What was the TDN?
it's
Oh.
4. Well, you
Okay.
can. You can use an AGLAECA point if you look on the roll 20 at the top. There's that chart that
Yeah, the one with the stones.
that's right. Yeah. Now, if you want to, this is a physical thing, so you can expend effort to try and shake this off. And in order to do that, it's just a case of flipping one of those.
Well,
Cut
let me
stones.
do that then.
So if I'll flip a stone for you, it's just
I did.
right. Oh, you know how to do this.
Well, like 4 players, you only have like 2 options, like take or flip. So it's really fast. So spending
right.
effort to reduce the TDM, like the task.
That it will increase your dice pool for expending effort. It's
Okay.
when you're concentrating. That's the mental one that reduces the TDN.
Okay, so
So you got
increase
4 dice.
4 dice. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, still 4 and barely.
That will be enough because of the things that the other guys have come up with.
Yeah, I think like
Yeah.
we just like warm up water, and she started like to shiver less, and just like warm up a little bit. Still a bit trembling, but
Sure. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, it's a bit trembly, but it only takes maybe an hour, couple of hours out of the morning, and in that time, the rest of the guys will be packing up the camp, getting ready to move on, keeping and watching you. If only you could read minds, but never mind. Right. So, oh, in fact, I'll leave that up there. You know what Synergy looks like. Good. Well, that was an interesting evening. Interesting night. The mornings, the day dawns bright and shiny, but cold still. Lovely, lovely blue, azure blue sky. The scenery is quite breathtaking and picturesque. Even in your state, it's very nice and peaceful. And the kids are ready to move, eager to go. Carry on. And indeed, the trip carries on. The party carries on. 2.
I think so.
Hmm?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you did break up a little bit, but you're okay.
They probably can't hear me. Let's.
Yeah, we can.
We can hear you. It's not really an online game. There's no technical difficulties.
Very robotic. Yeah, you're there, nearly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Much better.
Well, we can, which is improvement.
Question is, can he hear us?
Yeah,
I don't think you can.
one-sided.
I don't think he can. No, I think he's kind of looking kind of quick.
Yeah, or not.
It's brilliant. Well, we'll just have to. We'll just have to carry on. Perhaps his computer's suffering from cold, maybe. Who knows? Frozen circuits. Oh, looks like he's dropped out. Yeah, beginning to climb into the mountains themselves now, mountains proper. And you get to a
Can you guys
break.
hear me now?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Yep.
No?
I guess that silence is a no.
He can't hear a thing, can he?
Nope.
No.
I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I think he's laggy as all hell.
Online gaming.
Right.
Isn't technology wonderful?
I've been in games where I've had to stop and just leave. It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mental.
Fickle, just like the gods.
Okay.
You get to a fork in the trail. One leads off to the east, and one leads off to the west. The warriors, led by Brodel, turn to the eastern path, and the two lads sort of start heading west and realise that no, that the other guys are going that way, and they're sort of going, Brodel, we're go this way. And Brodel, no, father said we go east, and he sort of looks at them and he half glances at the rest of you and says east. And the two lads look at each other and then look at you and shrug and head off, follow after him.
Well, just keep following, I guess. I mean, they know best.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently. I'm too much to discover.
Yep. You could do, if you would, observe rolls, all of you. And if you have, I don't think you do have anything that maybe it's more of a visual thing, just to spot something. But we're using observe.
Is there a TDN against that?
Would it's a fine. Hold on, let me see. The lads have to make an opposed check, and then gives you actually the number of successes you need to spot what they're doing. So the lads are not that skilled, and they're trying to conversation secret. So they get a 1. So you need a single success, difficulty 5. So observe it at a difficulty 5. Yeah, it looks like everyone's probably they're not very careful. They're sort of they lean their heads towards each other. Did anyone get a? Oh, there's a monster. Get enough successes anyway. Yeah. They seem to be in. They have this quick conversation between them, and sort of nod to each other, and then carry on as if they haven't said anything. Was that Josh? You back?
He's talking on the messenger on the chat thing, so it's probably worth having that open, Ian. To be honest, because he's going to start dropping his dice rolls in there, I think.
Oh, in the
Google
Hangout one. Okay. Right. Yeah, because until I start drawing a map, then we don't need this one. And you can all shout out your successes then. Unless I can split screen somehow.
Well, you should be able to just click on the chat thing on the corner, and it'll just come up on the side. Google chat thing.
Yeah, but I've got 2 windows up.
Screen saving, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry.
So just have to quick flick in between there. Oh, actually, they're on there, aren't they? Yeah, I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
What did I do now? Yeah, right. Okay. So let's minimize that one. Bit of bookkeeping. Okay.
So basically, like the 2 brothers were like speaking to each other, like whispering or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just a few seconds, but you picked up on it. They seem to have a quick conversation and then nod to each other and just carry on as if nothing had happened. And they follow on. In fact, they soon make their way towards the front. They don't go right at the front. Brodel won't let them go all the way to the front. They are the village leader's sons, after all, and they're under his care. But yeah, we travel again, carry on into the mountains. You get onto this path, and it's obviously slippy and narrow and precarious. But with your care and attention, and nobody's really clumsy, and the kids slow down as well. They'll slow down, perceiving the danger. So there's no real threat, nothing to roll against. But after maybe a couple of hours, 3 hours at most, coming towards lunchtime again, you do come across an avalanche that's blocked this path. Brodel swears under his breath in the front. Turns to face you and says, "Well, we must go back. The path is blocked."
Like what kind of blockade?
All the way back, or just back to the fork?
You see, his expression changes. He's torn between going back, all the way back, and the fact that if the lads went back without a prize, then it would reflect hard on him too. So, but he's had all this is running through his mind. You can see the expressions changing on his face. The leader told him to protect the kids. There are 4 of them, and you guys are there as well. So he comes to a decision, and he says, "Yeah, we'll take the western path." And the lads go, "Yeah." Back down the trail, and we'll take the western path.
Okay. Like, what kind of blockade is it? Like, is it like a tree that fell down, or?
It's an avalanche of snow that's virtually. You think you could dig through, but it'd take you a while, and it would be dangerous travelling that way, and even travelling back to. If there's been an avalanche this low down, then who knows what's further up.
I think like she would trust like if Wulffrid makes a decision, like since he knows this place, like if he says it's dangerous, she's not gonna go against it. She doesn't want to walk back, but if it's too dangerous, she's not gonna go through.
It's would be loose snow down the mountainside. You wouldn't want to walk through that. You'd very likely like dislodge a bunch of loose snow and get caught underneath.
Oh.
And if you thought you were cold before.
Yeah, well, we don't see much snow where I'm from, so I'll have to take your word for that. You know the area.
Yeah. Oh. My God, this country is controlled by Bate. All tricks and cold. All of playing my ass. And she just walked back.
Yep, that's good. Yeah, back to the fork, and then what's his name? Brodel. He has one of those second thought moments, but then decides to go west for the kids' sake, and the fact he feels confident enough with, especially seeing as Wulffrid's there as well. He has respect for Wulffrid, so we'll carry on. And you get maybe halfway up this pass, and before it's time to set another camp. Find a nice place, push on until you find a decent place to camp.
As it's getting colder, presumably as we're getting further up this mountain, can I test my survival to see if I can actually find somewhere that's going to be sheltered?
Yeah.
And it's going to be slightly better than sort of just a campfire.
Sure.
Okay, I'll do that then. Where's my... No. Get confused with your screen and mine. Okay, right. So I'll attempt that. You're going to give me a target number?
4.
There were 4 successes. That's that.
Yeah. That's good.
And on the way, also, Raena would like to keep her eye out for any game she could perhaps shoot with our arrow and get some food for the evening.
Right, you've not seen any tracks up this trail.
Okay.
It's fresh snow, no tracks.
It's going to be a cold meal tonight then.
Very kind. Yeah, but Ragland's found a really nice place. Sheltered. A small cave. Not a really deep one, just a shallow cave in the side of the rocks that everyone else had missed. So he points that out. He set up some kind of shelter as well with the tented material against the cold, and yeah, that will help. That will make that'll drop the difficulty to a 4 for the morning.
Still pretty cold.
Yeah, it's still pretty cold.
Another physique roll or physical?
Yeah, again, during that night, similar watches. There's the sounds of creatures baying in the mountains, but nothing comes down. Then the morning dawns. You're in shadow.
Woo!
Slightly. So that sounds good. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, some good rolls there. Wow. Yeah.
Is this for physical roll again?
This is a physical, yeah, for the
Yeah.
environment.
Must be 4 again.
Yeah, for this time.
Oh bloody hell! That's me and monsters.
Okay. 2's enough though.
Just got 1 success.
Oh, was that was the one for you, was it? Yeah, right. And the monster. Okay, if you're feeling a bit of shivers, so we can hang about for another hour or so until you've warmed up, or we can set off immediately. Quite happy to wait because it is a dangerous area to be wandering around, not on top form.
It's probably worth waiting to get a warm drink.
Mm. Yeah.
One should be top form when fighting the Wyrmr.
It's only going to get colder as we go further north, so
Yeah.
like you say, we need to be on top form.
And do we have any tracks of a whim, or are we just like following like just Reagan, or I don't know? Don't remember.
Yes, it's a fairly wide ledge along the side of a cliff face that drops down into a valley, not too far away, and there's snow down there, so if you did fall off, you'd have soft landing. You hope. Yeah, and this is the way to go too. The local guys keep telling you. The Wyrmr have caves up in the mountains where they breed and sleep. Just have a quick check on here.
Now, Josh, if his phone's working.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Not
clear.
so far.
Sweet.
Yep. Yeah. Good. Right, day 3 dawns. Is it day 3? Yeah, day 3. Day 3 dawns, and you're well into the mountains now. The path levels off, and in fact, it drops down a little bit into a ravine. And observe rolls for everyone. Difficulty 4.
Observe.
Oh yeah, Wulffrid knows what's going on.
Starrin does not.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you would have had a slight warning because you weren't exactly at the front. I say that. Would any of you have wanted to go ahead? There's remember the guy Reed, who is the hunter, the trailblazer. He would have been up front.
Well, I don't know what other people's survival skills are like, but mine's quite high, and so is my observe. So I'd imagine that I'd be quite close to the front, just because of the fact that I'm quite observant and I know my way around the wilds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know this area, but you know, I'll be up the front myself. So
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Probably
keep an eye
be
out for game as well. Any game we can see, I'll.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be behind the crowd, like trying to hide from a wind behind people.
Starrin would probably be in the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's kind of fat, so he doesn't.
I'll be behind.
Yeah.
Wulffrid would probably hanging around Starrin, making sure he doesn't fall behind.
Nice. Yeah, for all his bulk, he does seem like a sturdy guy. That's Starrin. Although he's getting on in years, he's still a big chap. But no, not as big as Wulffrid, but big. Yeah, so that was the ones at the front. You see ahead, as they see you, a group of humanoid bovine creatures stand on two legs. They're dressed in furs as well as their obvious own hides. They have the heads of bulls, and they carry spears. That's not the only interesting thing about what they're doing. There's four of them. One of them is staring up at the pass as you guys top of a small rise, so they do see you. But four of them are standing around what looks like the carcass of some creature that's been ripped and rendered. The snow around their feet is covered in blood, red gore. They just seem to be staring down at it. Apart from that one that spotted you, and he makes a noise to his comrades, and they all slowly look up in your direction.
Can we kind of guess that it wasn't them who did it?
From the demeanor, yeah, they're sort of resting on the spears.
On the type of tree and stuff.
Yeah, in fact, you could probably be able to tell. Now, these guys are Cyton, which is like the northern Minotaur. They are just standing there at ease, basically, with the spears resting,
right,
staring down. And if you could understand their expressions, then you would see they are slightly saddened. You can tell by the body language.
What's the creature on the ground? It's big.
It could be one of them, a similar kind. You do see a horn sticking out of the snow.
Are these guys typically hostile?
It's a love and hate thing.
Mm.
It just depends how they feel at the time, basically. It is known for them to raid human settlements and vice versa. But at the moment, they don't look hostile. They look on edge and capable, but they're not openly hostile towards you. Brolin just sort of holds his men back, and a staring contest begins, unless you want to do something else.
Wulffrid looks at Starrin and says, "You, scholar, can you speak their language?"
I have the many tongues benefit. So would that help me in this?
Yes.
All
Yes,
right.
indeed
So
it
do I
would.
need to? Would I need to roll for anything, or just go talk to him?
Probably just be able to go talk to him, but you would need to make a social roll to make sure you're saying the right
All right.
things.
Social roll. What's the TDN for that?
Okay, let me just have a quick think. Okay, a 4. We'll say it's give it a level playing field.
That's so 2 successes and 2 failures. So that's just like that, right?
2, yeah. Roll a different d6 and let me know if you get a 1 or a 6. This is your AGLAECA die.
Nope, that's a 4.
Okay, so that's balanced AGLAECA, which is okay. That's how the AGLAECA die works. There's a hero face on one side, a monster on the opposite, and then the other 4 sides are blank. So you either roll a monster, a hero, or it's balanced. That's what the text means underneath on the Hangouts.
All right.
Good. So 2 is enough for her to make an opening. And yeah, they're very surprised that you can actually communicate. Most humans don't bother doing that with them. So yeah, you're getting on their right side. The leader of them, who introduces himself as Long Cloud. He grunts and moves to indicate to you that this is one of his fallen comrades who has been attacked by a Wyrmr, a dragon, a flying lizard, how he describes it. But they scared it away, and he points back. He points up the trail, further on up the trail. It went that way, he says. We scared it off, but it had already partly eaten our friend. We need to take him back to the village, to our camp. Well,
I'll definitely translate this message to the everyone else.
Can you ask him how long? How long ago?
Yeah. How long ago would you say it was?
They reckon about 10 minutes, perhaps.
Oh, so it was here really recently.
Really short, yeah. Yeah, they would have had some way of counting time, but perhaps drum beats, perhaps they would have said. 10 drum beats, which you reckon equates to 10 minutes.
All right. Yeah, the guy we're looking for was just here. The thing we're looking for.
The worm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they see what direction it travelled in?
Yeah.
They pointed in a direction, didn't they? Yeah.
They did. You can see the direction they came in. They basically climbed up the side of this slope that falls off to your right, and he gestured further up the trail. Well, into the mountain rather than up the trail, if you know what I mean. Perhaps 90 degrees to the trail.
All right.
But, Raena's going to be looking around for tracks then and trying to see all the details she can pick up.
Yeah. Yep. Well, a couple of the Scythen gather up the remains of their friend. You can have a look round. That'll be survival.
Survival.
All
Is there a TDM for that?
Yeah, it's fairly easy. So in fact, it would be probably a 3, given the evidence that you soon find.
Okay, 3 successes and a hero.
Right. Yeah. You can tell this one climbed up to this point where they are now. Stood around. Perhaps you can see he made it as far as he is, and then turned slightly, and something just took him to the ground with a really rapid, heavy impact. You could tell by the disturbed snow and the claw marks too that are in the body and in the surrounding snow. Something big. If you put two of your hands, thumbs together, and spread out your fingers, that is the span of the claw marks. So they're fairly large, about the size of a football of either nationality.
Okay, so Raena does that she spends a couple of minutes just looking around, and then she goes through and explains the whole scene to the rest of the group. And she's walking around, and her arms are going, explaining how the Wyrmr came in and grabbed him, and she makes the size of the bite with her hands, like you said, and she does it all quite dramatically and very, very physically, explaining how it happened based on what she's learned.
Okay.
Just trying to get all that information across to the rest of the group.
Yep, the warriors are excited. That sounds like it's about the size of a juvenile, so it should be, if they find it, should be easy enough to take it down between them. They're always worried as to the size of them, so some of them grow twice the size of the ones that you're expostulating. But this one could be just about the right size for the two twins to take out, because that's the real thing. These two have got to kill it to take its teeth. You can help them, but they're going to be the ones in the fray, in the front.
Do anyone? Well, I'm gonna ask like in character. If I can. Do anyone know like if Wyrmr live in groups or loners? Because if this one is a young one, I don't want to meet his mother.
Yeah, the life cycle of the Wyrmr. They do. They hatch out. They're looked after until they become older children before they reach adulthood, and then they're just sort of basically kicked out of the nest, shall we say, after a few years. This one sounds, from the size of it, perhaps a few years. It's been on its out of the nest a few years.
Are they territorial?
Usually.
Okay.
The lifespan isn't that great. It's maybe about the length of a lion or some kind of hunting creature. So maybe 10, 15 years. Of course, as the young ones get older and challenged, then the lifespan is reduced as they kill each other. But yeah, this one seems about maybe 5, 6 years old.
What are we waiting for?
Right, the Minotaurs, Southern, have gathered up their friend and the one named Longcloud. What's over to you, Starrin? It towers over you. They're roughly 7 foot tall-ish and quite broad-shouldered. And well, their appearance could be quite threatening. But seeing as you made a good impact, he lowers his head and says, Thank you, human. We go now. Thank you for not starting fight.
I'd probably say something along the lines of, it's as much our pleasure to not fight as it is yours, likely, and wish them some kind of safe journeys or the likes.
He bows and breathes out in a noise like you probably think it's some kind of thanks or greeting or farewell. Maybe fulfills all those functions, and he turns away and heads off with the rest of his group back down the slope.
Cool.
Nice, well done.
I have to say, Starrin, mowing fits you well.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. And she just like laugh a little bit.
Yeah, the local guys, the warriors, also thank Starrin as well for not starting anything or for pacifying the potential fight that could have cost them a few lives. So yes, so Starrin's gone up in their estimation too. Right, and we've got somewhere to go now. So we're looking for caves further on up the trail. That's basically it. We're looking for a good cave that's about maybe 6-7 foot in circumference.
Can Raena see if there's any tracks leading any particular way?
No, from the information you gathered, it just came straight out of the sky, whack,
Right. Okay. So it's
buried him in the ground, and then flapped off. As the others came up. So no, it's a clear trail beyond this point.
So let's get searching or freeze to death.
Yep, that's fine. Carrying on up. Just get one right. Yep, it's going to be observer rolls then, as you're all guessing. Everyone's looking, keeping an eye out to look for these potential cave entrances.
What are we rolling?
Observes against a 5 because it's not that easy, and the number of successes is quite high as well. Higher than 0. Yeah. We're looking at 3s. 3 successes. We'll see something.
Not so good.
I got 0 successes and a hero.
Yep, that's fine. You can keep pointing things out. Is that one? Is that one? I thought the guy. No. No. But okay. Yeah, you're also looking ahead as well. Most people are looking up into the hills and not really paying attention where they're walking. So you do keep pointing things out to people as well along the trail.
Can I retry mine by using a AGLAECA point?
Yeah, that's another thing you can do. That is a spending one though. That means you move it from where it is in the box on the left over into spent. Yep. No, you won't get that back. You won't get that back for the rest of the scenario. And that's gone.
Oh, for crying out blue now.
Yeah, so there's 3 things you can use. Reroll. You can re-roll the dice pool roll. You can re-roll the AGLAECA die. You can add +2 to your dice pool, or you can reduce the difficulty to the end by 1 by using AGLAECA points. in various ways. Actually, a new scene has begun. So Tharla, you can reflip that one that you used. There's a difference between using and spending.
Oh,
Yep, you use them in that way, and you spend them to do such as Jay just did then, to actually gain yourself a better benefit, better chance of success, or a re-roll. And calling upon the gods as well, you spend them when you do that. But we'll come to that in a sec when someone tries it. Yeah.
unfortunately, there's no gods of finding Wyrmr.
No. Some generic gods though. Did anyone get? No one got got 3 successes.
Nope.
Okay, we had
There's Raena with 2 successes in a
Well,
hero.
2 and a hero. Yep, true. I'll say that's good enough. You do see an opening, Raena, but you think not really, and then maybe mention it to someone. 2 or 3 people squint in that direction, and the general consensus is that one might be big enough. It's worth climbing up there. And this poses another problem. Climbing up slippery, cold rocks.
What could go wrong?
There's sufficient rope, and maybe even there's a grapnel too. Try and somebody tries to throw a grapnel up there to gain a purchase. Or the guards, the warriors rather. Yeah, that seems sturdy. He gives it a pull, puts his weight behind it. Seems all right. Another guy decides to climb up separately of that with a rope tied around, looped around his shoulder. So at least there's 2 ways up if one of them fails.
What would be the climb?
It's physique.
Physique, okay.
Yeah, I think physique's more than anything else. Maybe athletic.
Yeah, I was thinking athletic because it's a stamina and thing as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
5.
We'll do athletic. Difficulty 5. TDN 5.
Athletic.
Should I spend effort and not die? Nah, let's go straight up. Let's see. 5. Hey!
Who's going up?
I'll go up.
Everyone who's rolled, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go nuts. Wait,
Wait, there was an option to not go. Too late.
Yeah. Well, where are you going? Okay. Yeah, Ragland needs a bit of help, but I think it's not that. If you're going up the rope, then you'll be all right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
1 success and a balanced. So.
All right. You will need some help. Unless you want to stay at the bottom, not everyone's going up. Some of the warriors are staying down there.
Wulffrid could help pull the rope up if when he gets to the top.
Yeah, true. If we get one at a time, could help.
Sure. Let's have a look. Who rolled first?
I attempted it and then sort of.
That was weird.
Yeah. All right. Ragland and one of the other warriors got up there first. The other guy gets his spear ready and just guards outside of the entrance to this cave. It does look deep. It looks like a potential, and he just point down and point out some scratch marks upon the entry stonework. Looks like the place, he says.
When Raena gets up there, going to search around the mouth of the cave to see if there's any sort of like any definite indications, any signs or smells or anything like that she can detect.
Yeah, there's a disgusting smell. Something that you've not smelled before, plus the underlying stench of.
Okay, so she's pretty sure this is. She'll tell her she's pretty sure this is it.
Yeah, so something's living in there, and something's died in there, and probably something's been eaten in there by the looks of some of these bones that are scattered about. This, yeah, claw marks on the stone, matching the size and bigger of that one that you saw down there. So maybe it's a cave that's been used by different generations over the years. But there's definitely fresh markings there. Snow's been disturbed recently.
Okay, so we're going to have to be careful. We're going to need torches.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be like torch carrier.
Yeah. Yeah.
What should we make our marching order?
Yeah. Just need to know who's going in first.
Well, Raina's willing to go in first and tracking. She'll have a bow strung, ready to go.
Ragland will follow, keep an eye on her rear.
Again, really?
What? I'll keep an eye on things.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Wulffrid will go behind that.
Right. Okay. Within maybe 2 steps of entering this cave, it opens out into a much larger area, and you can see even in the meager dim light that's coming through the entranceway until Starrin bringing the torch, or was it Tharla bringing the torch?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Let me be your beacon of light. Or just carry a torch.
Yeah, it's definitely a cave that's been lived in, like I said, and there's still bones, carcasses of beasts.
Probably stink like hell.
You don't immediately see any human bones in there, but you do see the skull of one of those things that you've seen outside the coyote. The
keyword immediately.
Yeah, but what does attract your attention as Ragland comes in as well, and as Wulffrid's sort of entering, you can see further on towards the back. It looks like there's a nest. Are you going forwards?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Creep forward stealthily.
Yeah, I think stealth is the order of the day, I think.
Yeah. And as you get closer, because it's been built up with all sorts of things, twigs mostly. It's a stone, bones, rotten fur, hides. But right in the middle are 2 eggs, what you can only assume are eggs.
Are they worth anything?
It's always
Depends what you want to do with them. Yeah.
Asking the best questions over here. Point of adventuring if it doesn't fill the pocketbook.
It's if there's money in it, then they're worth it. Otherwise, they're going to be the biggest omelette we've ever made. I think, but
Yeah.
But,
They would be. Well, it could be virtually priceless, depending on what they're used for. Ultimately, some people, some scholars might be really interested to examine them,
right.
cut them apart, and examine the contents. Or some people might even want to try hatching them out.
Yeah, I've heard of some white-haired queen in the south in the desert. You might be interested in some.
All right.
Dragon.
Well, plus it'll get the mother pretty. The mother will come to us.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Is that a good thing?
Nope.
Kill it, yeah.
It'd be a good thing, especially if we set an ambush.
Speed things up a bit.
If we can set an ambush for it, then that would actually be our favour, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What's inside the cage? I'm just
Excuse me.
How big are these eggs? Are they quite large, or are they sort of
About the size of a man's head.
right?
And probably weighing, if you're picking them up, the weigh maybe about, you reckon about 8 pounds worth.
So I can imagine they're quite tough. Then they're not going to be easily crack.
No, they're more like a turtle's egg rather than a hen's egg. So they are leathery and give slightly. You can't really feel anything inside, so you think if they have been laid, it's been fairly recently.
Right. Well, I think RA is clear, isn't it? One, these eggs serve a dual purpose, if not a triple purpose. Firstly, they'll be worth some money, which is the most important part. Secondly, we could use them as a way of laying an ambush. And worst comes to worst, we could always eat them.
I'd like to ask the operative question. Can we see this thing in the cave anywhere?
No.
Okay.
It was out to hunt, I guess.
Yeah. I presume so. If it failed to get that one earlier on, then it's probably out hunting for something else.
If there's eggs here, does that mean there's going to be two?
Yes, actually. Let's see if Starrin knows anything about this in his readings.
So would that be an academic?
Yeah.
Role?
Yeah.
All right. This is what I'm good at, so.
Difficulty 5 because it's a bit of a obscure question.
I think what would be interesting is whether they act kind of like some animals where the female hunts and sort of a male protects for kind of pride, if you like, or whether both parents hunt, or whether the male just buggers off and is only there to sterilize the eggs. That's kind of what we need to know, really, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
That's 3 successes and a balance.
Good. Yeah. It's normal for the male and female to stay together when the eggs are hatched for a short period of time. So you would imagine there'll be 2 around,
Right.
unless one of them's been killed by some other reason.
Right.
Yep. Good point. Good question.
And then guys only saw one, didn't they, that attacked?
Yeah.
So there's only one that we know of that's hunting in this area. Well, we've got a choice. We can take the eggs and use it as a way of ambushing, lay a trap. Or we could hunt. We could camp outside of a hunt the cave, wait for it to come back, and hopefully catch it asleep or resting. I don't think we should take it on in the open, though.
Certainly not. If we've got the
Agreed.
advantage of surprise, then that's a lot better.
Can't we set an ambush in here? I mean, it's a cave, so it can't really flee.
Well, I'm thinking it'd be best if we're possibly on the outside of the ambush. Better get in first, then if things go wrong, we can see it in perhaps, rather than us being stuck in the cave and can't get out.
Well, the ideal ambush would be to dig a hole under the nest, then place the nest back on the hole again, wait for the thing to land, and then it'll fall down the hole. That would give us the benefit of being above the thing.
I think we should check the cave, see if there's another way out as well.
Good thinking.
Good idea.
Yeah. I mean, if there's a kind of a chimney above the nest where it flies out, or does it crawl out of the...
No, there's only one way in and out. The cave does go back a little bit, but it soon narrows into a really thin crack fissure.
Right.
There's no way out beyond this different way.
Well, in that case, then we could do that. Someone could hide under the nest and stab it, and the rest of them in the narrow crack at the back.
That wasn't really a suggestion.
Obviously, the person with the idea is the prime candidate.
I think once it's inside the cave, we're at the advantage if we're outside the cave, because it's only one way in or out, right? So if we hide outside of the cave, wait for it to go in, and then attack, we've kind of can't really miss, because it's kind of trapped within this cave.
Especially if
it has to come out, doesn't it?
Especially if we take the eggs first.
Yeah.
About this time, the two lads have climbed up, and they're rummaging about, and they're watching you and looking at the eggs, all interested like.
Well, is there any place we even can hide outside? I mean, if it's just the mountainside, we'll stick out a little bit.
Yeah, the area outside, there's a slight ledge which you could probably, a couple of people could hide, covered in snow, but only two. You might be able to hide one person in the cave, the other side of the nest.
What I recommend is we have some in the cave and some that come up to the cave after they know the Wyrmr has arrived. That way they're pinned.
Okay, as you say that, the mention of the word Wyrmr, there's a high-pitched screeching noise from outside.
Okay, we haven't got time now.
Okay, well, what I suggest, if I go behind, do you say the actual cave carries on beyond the nest a little bit?
Yeah, maybe 7 or 8 feet. It narrows.
Is it pretty dark back there? Is it?
There's enough room for one in there.
Right, I'm gonna cover myself in dragon shit or whatever's down there. Place myself and stuff. Place myself in the dark part of behind the nest.
He's got some sort of fetish or something.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna wait. I'm going to wait in the dark, put in dragon shit, and touch myself. No, I'm going to basically stand in the dark and wait. Covered in whatever this thing has got in this nest. It's the idea it just camouflage, I'm blending in.
Oh, that's what you're doing. Okay. Yeah.
I'm
glad you clarified that, yeah. Yeah, good, nice.
Okay, so everyone else to the other side of the entrance.
Yeah, Wulffrid's not doing any of that.
As much cover as possible.
You just get flat to the wall as close as he can, and just kind of a weapon at the ready.
Right, there were a few men outside.
Oh yeah, right.
Where is the keyword?
Let me just do a quick roll, an average roll.
Well, I think bows and spears are going to be handy in this situation, aren't they?
Yeah. You hear screams from outside.
Right, it's definitely hide then.
Things that they're obviously right outside. Inside, yeah.
Yeah.
What about the leader?
Throwing the swords. One moment. He would have been with the kids, with the boys. So he's on the threshold.
When Wulffrid hears the screaming, he's gonna go run, grab a dragon egg, and bolt out the back towards the entrance of the cave.
Yeah.
We found the bait.
All right. Whoever's in the way of you moves quickly aside, drawing the weapons. The two lads have got their spears ready.
He's just gonna. And the only thing he's gonna say in passing is, "Wait here," and then kind of rush out.
Yep. Right. You're rushing, so you've got a bit of a momentum going. You get to the edge. You're gonna have to make an agility check.
Oh.
This could end well.
Agility or athletic?
Athletic. And
Oof,
it's
this isn't very good.
55.
Oh shit!
Would you like to spend an AGLAECA point? Or two?
Or fly.
It could be interesting because down below, maybe 20 feet, you can see one of these creatures feasting upon a couple of the men that were unlucky enough to take the brunt of its attack. So he could either leap out and use your momentum and jump on this thing.
Are they all dead?
They don't look well. Yeah, basically, yeah. They're not moving.
Okay, in that case, as I fall, I'm gonna yell a really loud expletive to try to get everyone else's attention. And but then I'm gonna dive bomb this thing.
Right.
Toss the egg over my shoulder. Like, yeah, whatever.
This is what you meant to do.
This is what it's all about.
Still clutching the egg. All right, passing the egg.
All according to plan.
Right. The creature looks up at you in surprise as you come hurtling down towards it. And right, how are we going to do this? Okay. I think agility again to actually aim yourself. Unless you think
is it a 5 again?
I think that's a little bit easier. It's a larger target, so a 4.
Oh my god!
And you face plant into a tree.
AGLAECA point?
Yeah.
Can I interest you in spending an AGLAECA point, sir?
It looks up and opens its mouth.
You can re-roll one or both of those by spending an AGLAECA point.
You're on mute.
Oh yeah.
I guess I am. So, you saying like I re-roll like the failures, or
a full re-roll. Re-roll.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah. All right, here goes.
So go there.
That's a little better.
Yeah, you hit the target anyway. But its hide is scaly, thick, and sleek as well. So you bounce off it basically, skid and slide down the other side of its body, like Hutch bouncing off the bonnet of the car, Starsky Hutch style. Bounce off the front, slide off the back, and land on your backside in the snowdrift, clutching an egg. And you did roll your physique dice against difficulty 4.
Okay. I'm good at that one.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so you just take 1 wound, which hardly does anything. It's just a bruise you feel. Yeah, you land on a stone and just get a bruised bottom.
Fall off a cliff and just bruise
but
himself after landing.
I used the dragon to soften my fall.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah. Bow slid off it, and it sort of looks over at you in surprise.
Yeah. He'll scream, like, take the egg, like put it in the, like drop it in the snow and be like, and take his axe with both hands and gonna yell as loud as he can, face death, face death, you vermin.
You know that monster that you rolled earlier on.
What was that?
The monster that you rolled earlier on.
Yeah.
Well, you reach for your axe, and as you do, you just see out of the corner of your eye your axe lying in the snow on the other side of the beast.
Crap. Can I retcon that I throw the egg past
throw the egg at him.
Wyrmr?
Yeah.
He's gonna like, yeah, look at this. So then he get a wee, try to get its attention.
Knock it out with his own egg. Awesome.
Yeah, throwing it sort of to one side, so
yeah, to get it
distract it. Right. What's everyone else doing?
Well, Raena moved to like the left-hand side of the cave, waiting for it to come in. But then Wulffrid ran straight past her, carrying this egg, and launched himself off the cliff and down onto the Wyrmr. So it's sort of like, oh, what's he done? So he's going outside and have a look at him. Is he dead?
The 2 lads are moving out in front of you as well. And it's getting a bit congested there, but you can see over the side. You can see, one Wyrmr and one Wulffrid. Looks like they're playing ball. Fetch. The 2 lads, one of them. One of them thinks Wulffrid can do it, so can I, and the other one grabs hold of the rope to try and start climbing down. And Starrin goes, "No!" Sorry, Brodel goes, "No!" Tries to grab hold of one of the lads as he leaps off with a spear in hand, pointing it down, using his weight to try and spear this creature as he launches himself on it. Right, so he needs to make an attack. Sorry about this. Let's see if it does it. It's reasonably skilled. It's chucking it.
Cool.
Right. Wow. And a creature.
Damn, it's good.
Oops, I've spent too many there. That's all right though. Yeah, it leaps off. He sticks his spear in its hide, but he's travelling too fast, and it snaps off in his hand, and he goes tumbling away and ends up basically at Wulffrid's feet, clutching his left arm and going, "Ah, I think I broke my arm." Meanwhile, the other guy's climbing down. The other warriors are slowly climbing down too. And Tharla, you can see the event, so you can go next if you like.
Okay, so I think she's just like hear people scream as they jump off, and she's probably thinking that like need like some stitching at least if you jump off like from the side. So she's just gonna look like see if anyone is currently dying. And can she just like climb down without like jumping like the others?
Yeah. Yeah, you can follow the rope.
Yeah, probably using the rope and go slowly.
Yeah, that'll take you around to get down there.
Yeah.
Raena?
I'm going to fire an arrow at it from above, actually. At its head, if I can.
Right. All right. Still on the top. Give me an observe roll.
Observe, okay. I'm sorry, observe.
Difficulty 5.
Oh, 0 successes.
Yep.
Blink a point. Blink a point.
Okay, I'll Gleeker point that. That's one gone, one down. Two successes.
That's better. Spend an oblique point. I'll just move that over. You are warned in time. You hear the downdraft beat of a wing off to your right as you're drawing your arrow.
As I draw my arrow, then I hear this beat of this wing. Can I sort of drop and roll and fire upwards?
Ooh. Yeah, sure.
What would you like for that?
I think it's battle, but it's going to be quite difficult.
Okay.
It's the creature's agility versus agility. Try to get yes. Right. And so you need 2 successes. It'll be battle, as I said, and you need difficulty 5s.
Oh, well done.
Yes.
And a hero as well.
Drop, roll, come up, and boom. Arrow goes straight up.
Ooh. Yep, into its softer underbelly. It screeches and carries on flying. It just disturbs the air and the snow around you, but just flaps away out across into the open valley. Looks like it's coming round in a long arc. But meanwhile, who else have we got to go? Starrin, are you doing anything?
Yeah, Starrin is probably gonna head down too, but he's definitely going to climb down the rope. He's got a pretty big fear of heights, so he doesn't like the mountains anyways. So he's definitely not going to jump off of anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's definitely going to be climbing down that rope.
Right.
I have to step out for a sec, but I'll be right back.
Okay. Ragland.
Okay, so if anybody's looking down the cave, which nobody is, but if anybody was, they'd see the darkness and suddenly you'd see a face appear in the darkness. And look out, look down at the egg, look around, and suddenly pick the egg up with a little gleam in his eye until he disappeared back into the darkness again. No, as yeah.
Yep. Good. There are 2 warriors left on Brodel. One of them, Raid, he pulls, gets a bow ready, gets an arrow ready, and fires it at the creature. Shot. Plants an arrow in the one down below that's facing off against Wulffrid. And back to Wulffrid. throw the egg, it does indeed distract it, and it's also as its head moves around to follow the trajectory of the egg, it does look up and see the others climbing down, and it hisses in their direction, turns and hisses in your direction, and it looks like it's going to try and snatch up the egg and fly off.
I'm going to take the opportunity to try to sneak around it and grab my axe.
Yeah, it does waddle on land. It's not very graceful. It's going to take it a few steps, take it around to get there, and it will move away from your axe.
Can I still hit it?
You will get to act before it does.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
So
I would like to do that.
Snatch up your axe and charge in as it picks up the egg gently in its teeth.
I'm gonna, if I maybe you can't really do cold shots, but I'm gonna try to hit its head and make it crush its own egg.
Yeah, basically make it
I'm a bastard like that.
be a more difficult task, and you need more successes to actually succeed. But you can still do it. You can use an AGLAECA point and gain yourself an extra 2.
Yeah, exertion.
Nice. Yeah, exertion.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. And so that gives me an extra 2 dice.
Yeah, it does see you coming, so it's going to try some kind of defensive maneuver.
Okay. And what am I rolling against?
It would be 5.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Damn.
3 on land. And it's okay, you do hit it.
And I read up on the damage, but what is that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess. Yeah. It sounded like you were just doing an all-out attack on it.
Mm-hmm.
So all of yours go straight into damage. So you've done 2 damage there.
Okay.
2 wounds to it. Oh, you would have done, but its hide takes 1 off. So it's equivalent of armored. So you've hurt it, and its mouth, its jaws tighten slightly on it, as gently tight as it can on this egg, and it hisses through its teeth at you again. And looks like it's about to leap off the side of the cliff. Anyone with missile weapons that's in sight of it can have a go. That would be Tharla. Sorry, Tharla.
Have I still got a view of it?
Raena, yeah.
Okay. Okay. After I find the shot upwards into the one that was flying in, I'm going to stand and reload and fire another shot at that one as it leaves. Okay, so the battle.
Yeah.
Against
4. Big target.
TDN of 4. Success.
Right. You hit it, but it glances off. And anyone else want to try anything? Try anything miraculous by any chance?
Yeah, I will try something. It's probably gonna fail horribly. I'm gonna try to see if I can lure it with the bone whistle, like to get like some kind of hiss. And since it's fighting with malice, like trying to lure it to get everyone to fight for it, I'm gonna try to see if I can pray to Baled. So call the gods.
Baled, did you say?
Yep. Trickery.
Okay, I'll say this once. Are you sure?
Okay, so how does that work? because
Is
I
that-
wanted to try
are
it
you-
at least once.
All right.
Are you sure you're calling on the right god?
Well, we need trickery. So
Oh, do you mean Strombrad or Balud? Strombrad's the trickster god, the god of chance.
trickster, yeah.
The other one's the evil god,
Oh yeah, it was,
Balud.
it's just like the game was fighting with malice. Okay, yeah, trickster god.
All right.
So Stormbrad, maybe, most likely, because
Well-
we need dance too.
No, so I see what you're getting at now. Yeah, you want to try and take it down quickly, don't you, without messing about.
Hmm.
Balud's your man, really,
Yeah.
if he's listening. Right.
It's probably us always listening since I was grumbling the whole way.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just,
so
you just have to whisper it when it comes to his name, so nobody hears what you're doing.
let's see. How does that work then?
All right. You've got where are you standing? You have two AGLAECA dice.
Yeah.
So you would roll both of those. So you'd roll 2 dice
Okay.
against difficulty 4.
Okay. So like a normal roll, but 2 dice.
Just a normal roll, and then if you succeed, you can narrate something how Balud helps you.
Okay. So difficulty 4. Let's see. Nothing. Fat 0.
Right. Okay, and you've got none left to re-roll. But
Okay.
the good thing is you didn't roll a monster.
Yeah.
So he's not listening, but you can do the other bits that you're thinking of using the bone whistle.
Yeah. So yeah, I was thinking like just do the whistle for avalanche.
For an avalanche, right?
Yep. I mean, it's not gonna fly if it's under snow.
Roll a d6.
Let's see if we get all buried budget.
The lower the better.
I'm just rolling like I don't know.
Yeah, just a single d6.
3. That's
Yeah, that's too average, isn't it? It's balanced, yeah. Yep, and your splitting whistle comes out. It's surprisingly loud. You've probably done it before, so you know what to expect. But for anyone else listening, this whistle, this noise that comes out of this little bone whistle, which is barely the length of your finger, it's incredibly loud, and it does echo up and down the valley. However, it doesn't cause an avalanche. It does potentially cause fear in creatures. So these things have to, well, they're trying to flee anyway. So
yeah, it's just like does nothing, and I look silly.
you just scare them even more. If it had ears or bigger ears, its ears point back like when a cat gets scared. Its ears point back, and it instantly leaps off the side of the cliff. Reed, the other guy with the other archer, has a shot as it leaves. Ooh. Right, he hurt it. Reed's arrow goes in and catches it just behind one of the horns on its head, and it thuds in deep. You can see it's a good shot. But the creature hops off the side of the cliff and glides off into the distance. Its mate circles around and then follows after it, screeching at you as it flies away. And all goes quiet. There's 2 corpses.
Like one of the brother was injured, right? By his own spear.
Yeah, the brother's got. He's holding his elbow, muttering to himself.
Yeah, I will try to look into his wound, like try to I don't know,
Yeah,
bandage,
he's
to find something.
sure. That would be a craft roll.
Okay, but I got lazy
Least
craft floor, so
craft. Yeah, so that means that the difficulty is reduced. It would normally be a 5 because he's hurt, but it's reduced to a 4, so difficulty 4.
okay. 4. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Splintered, remove venom, all of it.
right. You can tell that it's not as injured as he thought it was. It must have just been badly sprained. Either that, or he's a bit of a baby when it comes to pain.
Okay.
But he soon realizes that it's not as bad as he thought, and he's smiling, grinning, thanking you.
You're welcome.
But the rest of the men are sort of looking down at the dead bodies of the 2 dead comrades. Reed, the guy who shot it last, he's watching them. He's got his eyes shielded with one hand, and he's watching them eagle-eyed as they glide away, trying to figure out where they're going. And in fact, he says, yeah, they've landed over there, the other side of the valley. Yeah, you can make them out. Are we going after them?
I think we should probably, because otherwise they'll attack us on the way out, I think.
I reckon they're going to come back, you know. They're going to have to come back for the other egg. This is their nest. I think we've still got the opportunity to, you know.
Yeah, the 2 lads are still for it. But they're quite keen on chasing after him. They're sort of looking to see if it's easier to go down the valley and up the other side, or back down the path, or further on and double back. Various connotations going on.
We've still got the egg, haven't we? You've got
Don't
one
know.
egg.
Have you?
I thought Ragland had one.
Did you? You didn't see me take it, did you?
Oh, sorry. Well, there's one in the cave then, as far as we know.
As far as you know.
Yeah.
So they've got to come back here to get the egg.
Yeah.
So we still have the advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone apart from Ragland had climbed down at that point.
I hadn't come down yet. I was still outside the cave.
Oh, right, yeah.
I was shooting from that ledge.
Okay, well, you 2 can have a quick chat then and decide whether you want what you want to do. The other egg would be missing.
I think possibly I'm unaware at this moment where Ragland is actually.
Yeah, no, everybody is.
I've seen everyone else since that before the attack, but I've not seen him, so I'm not entirely sure where he is.
No. The cave's obviously empty and just the strong smell of dragon shit, but apart from that, there's no one around.
So,
I mean,
yeah, I suppose I'll be looking at going down to meet the others, I suppose, because I don't know he's still up there.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll look at climbing down then to meet the others and ask them what they're going to do.
Yeah. Brodell's wondering whether to go climb down and up the other side. He thinks on average that might be the quickest way if they're going to chase after him. But then again, they might just fly off and.
Do you want to be caught climbing if they attack?
Yeah, exactly.
So we're best making them come to us. I mean, there was still another egg back in that cave. We can still make a stand of it.
True, but I think they're going to be wary now. I think this cave is a lost cause. We'll have to find something else. Oh, said the kids. I want to go after it. You come back another day.
I say we go after it then. I'd rather have the initiative than waiting for them to come back.
True. That the one with the egg was definitely injured. Taken a swipe from Wulffrid and a couple of arrows.
Well, we need to do something because if we're stuck trying the other side, all they've got to do is fly back and they've got the other egg. So we're going to need to do something.
Yeah. In these circumstances, the normal thing would be if your prey's been scared off and like halfway through the 7 days, you'd probably go back, says Brodel. And shrugs at the two lads who are looking a bit disgruntled.
Well, they should have killed them when they had the chance, shouldn't they?
The other thing we could do is get some kind of bait for it. Move down or up the trail and maybe lure them back. They're not terribly intelligent creatures, and if they haven't fed well recently, then they may be enticed in with something tasty.
Who have we got that wants to be bait then?
I say we pick the one with the most meat.
Hey.
He would look like the most likely meal to those things. But you'll be completely safe, obviously.
Obviously. Starrin does not want to be used as human bait, so.
Well, I mean, we've got that other egg. We can use the egg as bait. We can put it out in the open and hide. And when they come, we can fire arrows at them.
Yeah, well, we need to do something to ground it. I don't know, nets.
Yeah, still got some rope left. We put together a makeshift net.
We can try that.
Mm.
If we can
At least
ground it, we can kill it.
Yeah, they don't move too well on ground.
If we can pick our spot then to make the egg in a position where it's hard for them to pick up, they've got to land and spend a bit of time on the ground to get it. Yeah, maybe an overhang of a rock, something like that.
Or even tie it somewhere.
Yep.
Maybe even somewhere we can roll other rocks down onto them, perhaps. Something that would make it really difficult.
But we need an overhang for the net, like to throw on it. And yeah.
Yeah, that would work. Do you think?
Best plan to have.
So you need an egg.
Okay. Oh, we'll go and get it. But I'll climb back up to the cave.
Yeah, I think it would have slowly dawned on you all that Ragland wasn't there.
Yeah, but he's probably looking after himself and hiding out in somewhere until it's safe to come out.
Yeah. Just sums that one up.
So I go up the top and I see there's no egg in the nest. Ragland! Yeah, bastard, where is it?
I'm gonna stay deadly quiet.
I'll wait for a second. I'll wait for a second and turn around and walk out to the ledge. I'll shout down, Ragland's gone off with it. Christ knows where it is.
Can't you smell him?
It all smells like shit.
It stinks in there. I can't smell anything other than wearing shit.
We've been at the entrance the entire time. He has to be in there.
Yeah, I didn't see him leave, but I'll turn around shouting, Ragland!
Okay, I'll come out of the cave.
What are you playing at? We need that damn thing.
No, I've got it on me, so.
Thinking about your purse again, eh?
Well, yeah.
Well, we still might make some money out of it, so don't worry. But we just need it to trap these things.
Okay.
Yep. All right. Well, speed.
I do feel a bit foolish now because I'm covered in dragon shit. But apart from that,
A bit. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, it's all relative, isn't it? But speed things up a little bit. Just do a survival, just to find a decent track place, rather. Oh,
Should we all do one?
you can help. Two people can help, so you can have a +2
Against what sort of a TDN?
+2 dice. It sounds like a really specific place you're looking for, so it'll be 5. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, you find one virtually straight away. Oh, just what the doctor
There's
ordered.
a place over there.
Okay, I need to craft that net with ropes.
All right, that would be a craft roll. You've got a fair amount of rope, and it's not too difficult. It would just be, so it'd be a 4, yeah. Proof will be in the using. Oh wow.
I'm good at nets.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
good.
like nets with like I don't know, like stones on the side tied to it, like to just tie it down, or it's useless.
Yeah, you made a good job then.
And just a rule question for the calling upon gods. Do I lost my like points? Because I got rapid recovery, but it does the exact same thing as recovering.
Most people don't recover their spent AGLAECA points.
Okay.
But you do, so you've got them both back.
Oh, okay.
You recover them a lot quickly.
Okay. Yeah, because it said like if you spend them, they are lost. If you like, it doesn't succeed. And in the other one, it's the same thing. Like if if you use them and they are lost.
Yeah, most. I think there's I've put a special rolling in under your theurge, aren't you? So that's
Okay.
under the theurge calling. You do recover them quicker than normal people.
Okay. And sorry for like the question.
Yeah, they'd also be flipped back, so they'd be on the hero.
Okay.
Wulffrid, you spent one, so that's lost, and your other one flips back, so that's back to a hero. And that's everyone else is spent. That's cool. Right. Back to start again. You set up this trap, got the egg nicely placed where the creature has to actually spend some time on the ground. to get a good purchase of the egg, and just wait. Cover yourself in Wyrmr poo and wait. And unsurprisingly, or surprisingly, it does come back. One of them comes back, circles around a few times. Making a roll. All right. And it doesn't sense any danger, so it comes fluttering down, but gliding down. They have leathery wings, not feathers. But it glides down and lands and starts waddling towards this rocky overhang. Sticks its head under, and you can spring your trap. Take it by surprise.
Okay.
Who would like to act first? Person with the net, I guess.
Yeah. Probably.
Are you doing that yourself, or are you leaving it up to someone else?
I'm probably in team net, so I don't know if someone is helping me or like multiple people throwing it.
Yeah, I'll certainly help you with the net. Yeah, we can get what's at one corner between,
Yeah.
corners, and we'll try and pull it across. If it's landed in like a low depression, we'll try and pull it across the top of that.
Okay. Looking at athletic checks.
Athletic. Okay.
Okay.
Against a.
It's a 4. You've got things set up so it's easy enough to just grab hold of one end and sweep it across.
Okay.
Looking good.
You've got it trapped under a net then.
You have Tharla stumbled a little bit, and the thing appears to be attracted by the motion of her rushing across. So it's got a target for it to go, but everyone else can do something.
Everyone else do something. It's women doing all the work here.
Can
Yeah, true.
can Ragland attempt? I'm going to draw both my daggers, and can I leap on its back and stick both my daggers into its neck?
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely.
So I do that then. So I do a athletics and then an attack, or what do you want me to do?
These are still loose.
Just a basic attack. So it's using your battle. So just use your battle.
Okay.
I think leaping on it would be easy enough to do. In fact, you just drop onto it from that ledge.
All right. What's the difficulty?
It would be well. This is where it'll be a 5.
Right. Okay.
Nice.
Something up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've stuck both my daggers in its neck, and I'm on its back. And it smells nothing. It drinks. What's that? I can't smell anything. That's a bit weird. All I can smell is myself.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, you have daggers stuck in there.
I'm hanging on.
It squirms underneath. It's from the tip of its nose to the tip of its tail. It's probably about 40 feet, so it's a big thing. But the body itself is maybe 10, 12 foot long.
Well, so I'm going to hang on with the daggers, and I'm also going to see if I can wrap my feet into the net as well, so that basically but the net will be, my daggers will be there, so it'll be holding the net in place.
Yeah.
At the same time as my feet being tied into the net, so that I can basically hang from the back of it.
Yeah, good.
And I'll just keep on wiggling my daggers backwards and forwards.
I like controlling it, left and
Well,
right.
yeah, that as well as just digging it deeper and deeper and deeper, and just twisting my daggers further and further in.
Okay. Anyone else want to rush in? The thing's squealing in pain and surprise.
Wulffrid will rush in.
Yeah, thought so.
I'll probably scream at the two brothers, "Go, go, go!"
Yep, they'll follow. They'll follow Wulffrid as he charges in with his axe. Difficulty 4.
I'd like to exert myself as well. I want to make the first hit count.
Ooh, okay.
If I only get one success again, I'm going to be really, really upset.
Fingers crossed.
Ooh,
There we go.
Wow. That's damn. That's actually taken it beyond hurt, so it's in some real danger of being taken out. That was a good hit.
Okay, this time, boys.
Yeah, he severely injured it, hacked into its shoulder, and it flops slightly to one side, squealing in pain. The boys come in, and I'll just do a quick roll for the boys. Right. That will be for both of them. They get in there. They're stabbing at it, and it's still angry at them. One of the lads broke his spear, so he's had to borrow one of the other warriors. But its tail swings round and takes them both unaware off the feet. Its tail sweeps them off the feet, and they both land in the snow. And then it would be anyone else? No, I don't think anyone else is really. Yeah, Raena could have a shot if she wanted. Oh
okay,
no,
if I got the net.
Sorry, I forgot about that. You've done it on you this time. Okay, the thing thrashes around, tries to struggle out from underneath Ragland and the axe wound. It sees Tharla in the way and tries to snap at her. So, in order not to get hurt, you would be using battle or agility. Athletic. Tharla, are you trying to go all out defensive? No.
Yeah.
Right. So all of your successes then convert against its successes. So you'll be rolling your athletic against difficulty 4, and it's rolling its attack against a difficulty of
Come on.
5 because it's fingered. That's a 2, isn't it? And then it goes. Oh, you lucky thing! Oh, you got a hero as well. That's nice.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it comes in. It snaps its jaws clamp briefly over your leg, but it releases quickly, and there's just a few scratch marks in the cloth, a few puncture marks in the cloth, and a little bit of dribble of blood, but there's no serious wounds there.
Yeah.
And it's trying to crawl itself back to the edge, and it's screeching as well, and you hear an answering screech.
Oh. Yeah.
Next round, so we'll go in the same order as before.
Okay.
Tharla.
It scratched me and it's trying to wriggle out of a net. So, can I just try to keep it in the net, or do I have to poke it to make it go the other way?
You can do either or both of those. That would come under reason, I think.
Yeah.
So you can make a reason roll to figure out the best way of succeeding.
Reason.
Difficulty 4. Yep, that's good. 2's good. Yep, so you've put it at a double disadvantage, which means it's going to have to be rolling 6s to get out to do anything.
Okay. So yeah, like holding the nets to their life. Kill it, damn it!
Raena.
Well, if I'm going to get the net, I'm going to try and can I secure it around a rock or something, or a post? Is there any sort of like tree stump we can hook it over? I'm going to try and do that if I can.
That sounds like that could have been part of the previous plan. What did you get a 3 for that? You did, didn't you? Oh no, it's 4, wasn't it? It was a 4 you got. So yeah. Pre-planned that.
Okay, so I hooked it over a tree stump. I've just pulled it so it matches a hole in the net. And I pulled it down low, so it's and I come back up and I pull both of my back and I notch an arrow and fire at the thing.
Yep, that'll give you a -2. Yeah.
4 against the 2. Oh, so success of 3.
No, sorry, I meant the -2 on your dice pool.
Oh, sorry, I'll do it again.
Performing 2 actions. -2 dice. Difficulty 4. 3 actually, because it's held tight.
If it's a 3.
Do I?
Yeah, that's the 1. That's 1. Yep. Got a 1. You got a 3 and a 2.
Okay.
All right. Your arrow hits, but it doesn't appear to do anything. Well, not that you can tell because it's making a lot of noise anyway. Ragland. Still twisting noise, stabbing.
Yeah, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start slowly moving up its body, if I can. I'm going towards its head, using my knives as ways of climbing up the length of its body.
Yeah, good idea.
While hanging on at the same time. So I don't know if you want me to do an athletics for that or a battle, because I'm not really battling. I'm kind of just walking up, climbing up it, really. So
yeah, just like climbing. Yeah, that's good. Athletic will do for that. Right, sure.
All right, and difficulty?
4. It's moving around a bit, although it is held. It's still trying to. In fact, it's an opposed roll, but difficulty 4. Yeah. And
I'm going to use one of my last AGLAECA as well to add to that. Does that give me?
That would
exertion sort of thing.
Yeah, that's just a flip. So it's just flip it over.
And what do I get for that? An extra 2.
2 dice, yeah. 2 dice, the dice pool.
Okay, so that's 4. So let's see what that comes up as. Ooh, 3. So yeah, I'm basically climbing up its body towards its head.
Yep. You do. You get up its neck, and you get the impression that its head swivels and it sees you. And if its eyes could have narrowed, they would narrow, and they would you'd see that it's chosen you as its next target.
Yay! It's hard pressed to get me though. I'm standing on his neck.
Yep, it'll get you. Oh well, it might be dead. Wulffrid.
I'm gonna hit it. Hit it like I mean it.
Cool. It's 3s and 6s to go. 3 and 6. Oh, this could be nasty.
Still 4 for the TDN.
Down to 3 because of its.
Gotcha.
It's tied up.
Oh
dear.
Wow. Nice.
Right, it's severely injured. It lets out a bellow of rage, and the life, you see the life going out of its eyes, Ragland.
Okay.
Yeah, Wulffrid will try to encourage the boys to get the last few hits in here.
Okay, quickly snatch up the spears again, grunting and groaning and shouting. Similar war cries as they charge in. And the 5 and a 3. It's a 3 now, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, yes. And a hero. Wow, they're both heroes. in unison, they both come in, dodging and diving, and both of them spear in either side of its throat, down deep into its throat and into its lungs, its heart, and it gives a shuddering convulsion and lies still, bleeding out on the ground. You see and hear its mate screaming in the air as it circles around a few times, calling for its friend, but its mate doesn't answer. So it gives a few more cries and then flies away into the sunset. Speaking of which, it's started to get towards night now. You have a dead Wyrmr and an egg.
Time to gather some teeth.
The slide of his back, the one thing. Right. Well, I'm taking some trophies. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah. So over the next hour or so, the thing is butchered because it is still eaten. It will be a bit of a delicacy once you get it back. The meat should stay fresh, and you get the teeth, get some of the hide that could be fashioned into various bits of armor. The claws, anything like I said, trophies, even the whole, the head maybe. Who knows?
Would look kind of weird without its teeth.
Yeah, it would. Yeah. They take the teeth. They're the two main canines. So the lads are pleased. Other than the loss of the two tribesmen, it was a good trip. And you'd have to stay there the rest of the evening, and in the morning make your way back.
Do we make use of the old Wyrmr cave for the evening, perhaps?
That's a good idea.
In case the other one comes back.
Yeah, it's a bit smelly, but it's sheltered.
At least we wouldn't be in the open.
Yeah, not as smelly.
They could take 4 of us before we even.
Wouldn't have to make any rolls.
Not as smelly as Ragland, anyway.
Ragnar's making anybody fried egg sandwiches if they want one.
Make him sleep outside on the
Scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs for anyone if they want it. People to go around. Let me know.
Well, the adventure itself is over. It's just up to you as to how you want to finish it off narratively. Do you want to take the egg with you?
Let's do it.
Totally. The tribe will, seeing as there's only one, it seems a bit pointless dividing it between the lads. So they'll leave it as part of the gratitude for your group to take it with you if you want it.
Yeah, I think we should. They got their trophies, so we all get something out of it.
Yep.
I hope we cook it in the end.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. Stranger things have happened. It may hatch. You may be able to train it.
Yeah.
But someone can add Wyrmr egg to their character sheet if they wanted.
Can I add flour, or milk, and make pancakes?
Yeah, well, they've got some cheese as well. You can make a
Right. Cheesy pancake.
Yeah, cool. Well, I think that's it. The
Excellent.
adventure is over. You survived. I think only was it someone took a bit of a scratch, didn't they? Wulffrid when he leapt off. Yeah, he's the only one who took a bit of an injury. But apart from that, yeah.
That's what you get when you jump off a cliff.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'm amazed it wasn't his neck.
Yeah. I tried to make him a bit of a threat, but in hindsight, probably weren't enough. But that's the way it is. You're heroes. You did enough preparation, and you didn't really do anything wrong, so you should win anyway. So it worked out fine for me.
Excellent.
The rule system seems to work all right.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for playing. I'll stop the broadcast now. Thanks very much. If you did watch it and you stayed with us, thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.
Don't forget to back the Kickstarter.
Yeah. Oh dear, I need to press the right button, don't I? Yeah. See ya.